What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm reviewing the brand new sneaker from Adidas and Pharrell, the Tennis Hue. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I'd also like to thank Snupps for sponsoring this video. If you guys haven't heard of Snupps before, basically what it is it's an app that allows you to store collections of your shoes or whatever you want digitally so you can show it off to your friends. Other people around the world can check it out and enjoy it as well. As longtime viewers know, I've been on a quest to store all the sneakers in my sneaker collection on the Snupps app, but I have a lot more shoes than I expected and I keep getting new ones, so it's taking me a little bit longer to upload everything, but it will happen eventually. And of course, these guys are gonna get thrown in for sure. So if you guys wanna check out the app, make sure to follow me at Fowler Customs to see what I've uploaded so far. I've left a link to download the app and a link to my profile in the description below. But if you guys checked out yesterday's vlog with the real Ray Ray 20, you know that I was on a quest to find the Pharrell Tennis Hue. And obviously I found them. I'm not gonna tell you guys where or how, so if you guys wanna check out that vlog, make sure to click that link at the top of the screen. And I've gotta be honest, after I bought them, I wasn't sure how much I actually liked them, but the more that I've worn them and the more that honestly I've just looked at them, I've kind of fallen in love. But enough of the small talk. Here they are, the Adidas and Pharrell Tennis Hues. Are they the Tennis Hues or the Tennis Humans? Tennis HUs? I don't know, guys. I'm just gonna call them the Tennis Hues because that's what I've been hearing. Starting off the review, you've got this white one-piece prime knit upper. Honestly, when I first tried the shoe on, I thought it was mesh, but if you really kind of stretch it and feel it, it is a lot thicker than mesh and it's definitely more stretchy. And of course, I consulted the Adidas website, so this is in fact actual prime knit. On the toe box, you have a slightly wider knit for breathability, but as you move back on the shoe, the knit gets a little bit tighter. My first thought when I felt the prime knit from the midfoot to the heel was that it felt really similar to the mesh R1s that first dropped. It's a little bit more breathable and it's definitely softer, but there's something about that texture that really reminds me of the mesh. Moving back on the shoe, you've got these slits on the midfoot that form the Adidas 3 stripes. Something that Adidas did that's a little bit different than any of their other models is that rather than actually stringing the laces through the prime knit or giving the shoe a cage, what they ended up doing was weaving this green cord throughout the upper that the laces actually weave through. Functionally, it really doesn't do too much. It ends up working in a very similar way to the prime knit NMDR ones with that sort of plastic eyelet that sits on the midfoot. And by that I mean when you tighten the laces, it does actually tighten around your foot a little bit more. However, it does bunch the middle of the shoe. Not a huge deal, but I'm really not a fan of the way the shoe looks when they're tightened a little too much. You've got white rope laces to match the rest of the upper, and then a kind of nice detail is that on the lace tip, they actually added the Adidas 3 stripes in black. Moving up the shoe to the tongue, you've got this gray suede tab with the Adidas logo and Pharrell's Human logo. Even though the shoe is prime knit, Adidas decided not to go with that sock-like collar area, which I'm kind of glad about because I don't think it would have looked great on this shoe. And let's be honest, it kind of makes the shoe a little bit easier to put on without it. Inside the shoe, you've got this green foam insole with the same diagram that you've had on all the previous Pharrell collaborations. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that it's a foot reflexology chart that maps different parts of your body to different areas of your foot. And the idea behind that is if there's a certain part of your foot that's hurt or aching, it might correspond to a different part of your body and there might actually be something else going on with that particular part. I'm kind of fuzzy on the details, so don't quote me on any of that, but I think I'm not too far off. As for fit, I got a size 9 and it definitely seems to fit me pretty true to size. While doing research on this shoe, I had heard that other people felt they wanted to go down half a size. That wasn't the case for me, and I have pretty narrow feet, so I think you should be fine going true to size, but if you have the opportunity to try it on, definitely try it on just to make sure. Moving around to the back of the shoe, you've got this green neoprene heel tab with Pharrell's logo on it. This heel tab draws obvious inspiration from the Adidas Stan Smith, and honestly, the entire shoe is kind of informed by that design. I don't have any Stan Smiths in my collection right now, and these look so similar, I'm kind of killing two birds with one stone. I will say though that for me, these are definitely more comfortable than the classic Stan Smiths. Maybe not the Prime Knit Boost pair, but I've never tried those guys out. Moving down the shoe to the midsole, you find one of my favorite parts of this shoe, this lattice texture. It definitely gives the shoe a unique look, and I really love when signature shoes have something about them that's a little bit different. Quick and obvious example, the ribbing on the Yeezy midsole. The one thing I wasn't a fan of on this shoe is that Adidas didn't use bounce cushioning, they didn't use boost cushioning, they just used standard old EVA cushioning. And that's fine, I guess. I mean, for $130, you can't really expect anything too crazy, but if you think about it, the D Lillard 2s were $105, and they came with bounce. To be fair, the EVA isn't bad, it really just feels like a normal shoe. It's just I'm so used to getting Adidas models with just such great cushioning. It's kind of a letdown just to have a regular cushion in this shoe. But you can't have everything, and I'm at least glad that they did put Primeknit on the upper. Finally, moving to the outsole of the shoe, you've got more of that white lattice texture. You've also got these green areas on the ball of your foot and on the heel, and they're made out of more dense rubber because they're in the high wear areas. And of course, you've got Adidas's logo and Pharrell's logo rounding out the shoe. Overall, I bought this shoe not knowing what to expect, but the more time I spent with it and the more I looked at it, I really started to dig it. It's pretty comfortable, it's nothing crazy, and it's not really an out there design at all, so people might not even notice that you're wearing these, but I kind of like that about them. They've got this sort of understated, subtle charm, which I really dig. Not only that, but they weren't too crazy limited, and they only cost 130 bucks, so if you were trying to grab a pair of these, you shouldn't have had too much trouble. And if you weren't able to grab them for retail, resale is hovering around 200 bucks, so it's about the same as a pair of Ultra Boosts. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. Now that I've broken these guys out and they're not dirty yet, I want to take a picture of these guys for the Snups app while they're still fresh. One of my favorite things about the Snups app is that it allows you to follow people and collections that you really like. So if there's someone you really like to watch, say on YouTube, maybe Fowler Customs or any other YouTuber, you can follow their collections and see if they get anything new. In my case, basically what I do is whenever I get a new pair of sneakers that I'm gonna review, I take a picture and I throw it on a shelf in the Snups app called Sneaker Reviews. So if you guys wanna check that out, make sure to follow me at Fowler Customs on Snups. And every time I get a new sneaker to review, I make sure to take a picture and throw it up on that shelf so you guys know what's coming. Obviously, one of my favorite channels to follow is the Stadium Goods channel. They have all their shoes that they're consigning on this app, and it's really sick. I really love just checking out all the shoes that I can't afford. It's awesome. They've got them organized by type of shoe, so say if you want to check out the Air Jordan 1s, just click on that shelf and see what they got. Oh man, there's so many shoes here that I want. Actually, it looks like it's mostly breads, but I'll take more than 2 pairs for sure. Something else that I've been doing a lot of is Snups Q&As, whether it's its own separate video or its own vlog. And basically what I do is whenever I'm planning to put up a new Q&A video or a new Q&A segment, I post a picture in this shelf. And basically what happens is if you guys have any questions that you'd like featured in the Snups Q&A, just ask the questions in the comment section underneath the most recent picture on that shelf, and I try and feature as many as I can in the video. So if you guys want to check out the upcoming sneaker reviews or ask me any questions in the Snups Q&A, make sure to download Snups and follow me at Fowler Customs. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what you think of the Adidas and Pharrell tennis Hue, and if you're planning to grab a pair for yourself. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs on Snups, Instagram, and on Twitter.